That was quite the crash. I wouldn't have left the marsh had I known we were headed for such a spectacular landing. It's a miracle we all survived unharmed. We did all survive, didn't we?
I'm okay too, a little shaken up is all.
We were lucky. Only a fool braves the air currents without a proper wind map. You can't navigate the skies without them. Not safely, anyway. We weren't traveling far. I thought we could reach Tien's Landing safely without one. Obviously, I was wrong.
So where are we going to find a wind map of this region? We can't follow Master Li's captors without one.
Things are even worse than that. Look at our flyer. Even if we had a wind map, this thing wouldn't take to the air again. Not to further darken your mood, but flyers and wind maps are rare, even in the Imperial City. Out here, they're all but unknown.
Gao and his pirates used flyers to attack Two Rivers, and the Lotus Assassins who took Master Li had them too. Somebody around here must know something about them. I'm sorry to get upset, but every second we're stuck here, Master Li gets farther away from us.
We're near Tien's Landing. It's a small village, but maybe someone there knows where we can find a new flyer. If nothing else, I remember a clearing suitable for a camp. And if we can't find a flyer, we can always follow on foot. To the south of the village is a forest. A trade route leads through it to the Imperial City. The village is across the bridge and beyond a large marker stone. Look for the giant rock with a painting of a fish on it, and you'll know you're heading in the right direction. Very well. I'll wait here for now. It's not so different from the marsh, actually. More of an impending sense of doom. But that could just be your influence.
We should get going. There has to be a better place for us to rest than this. Let's go. Do you feel that? Something is here. Something that hates the living.
Longsword! Legendary strike!
You fell from the sky, but despite the maddened spirits here, you will benefit. A spirit monk was here long ago, fleeing the destruction that orphaned you. He carried a piece of your amulet. It was separated, broken apart, so your enemies could not find it easily. You have the first piece. It trains your abilities now. The second piece fell here with its minder, hidden until waters receded. A guardian protects it, waiting to test and serve you. The third piece awaits discovery in a distant lair. These three pieces are physical, but there is one more. It cannot be found, only earned. This final piece is all that will save you in the end.
Are you all right? You fell over after the fight. There was something here, but I couldn't see it clearly. You saw a vision? Strange that I could not make it out. Strong spirits are usually quite clear to me. Please tell me if you have any more. We shouldn't stay here. It isn't safe. There's so much pain and suffering in this place that I can barely think. What did Zeus say again? A clearing near Tian's Landing across the bridge in south? It sounds simple enough. Lead the way and I'll follow.
Stop where you are. Death's Hand should know better than to send his minions out alone. It is clear that you are one of his hirelings, or perhaps one of Gao the Greater's marauding pirates. You will pay for the crimes you have committed. Don't waste your last breath on lies. I didn't get there in time to help anyone, but I saw you lead the massacre in Two Rivers. Clearly you were involved. Death's Hand went too far in ordering its destruction, and Gao the Greater sought to profit from it. My retribution will end with them, but it will begin with you. The way you move seems odd. A flaw I cannot see, perhaps? But you are better than I expected. You might even beat me, if I allowed such insolence. You are too skilled to be just a hireling. Death's Hand would view such ability outside his assassins as dangerous, and Gao the Greater prefers his servants docile. So it would appear. You lack their branding, but if you are not one of them, who are you? A monk? A mercenary? A bandit? You chase a great evil, larger than you realize. Leave and you may survive. Others have tried to face Death's Hand, but were destroyed, as Two Rivers was. A trade of fools, and perhaps the occasional hero. I also seek answers from Death's Hand and his minions. If you truly oppose him, you will need to find your way to the Imperial City. Of course, only the Lotus Assassins can come and go as they please, thanks to Gao. Travel routes by land and water are blocked, but they use wind maps and flyers to further their goals here and in the surrounding forest. Perhaps, if you are capable, we will meet again. I wish you good luck, but you will need far more than that to survive. Farewell.
Ah, you found your way. Good. I decided there wasn't much point in staying with the flyer. It's not going to get much worse in my opinion. Here, I salvaged this gem out of some sort of power source. I imagine you will have some use for it. Now that we're here, we should see if anyone knows anything about flyers. Maybe whoever's in charge of the town can help us get underway again. I will stay here at this new camp unless you need me. It seems like a good enough place to base ourselves out of.
Nara irfonia wonu kanawa ofa kanawa wonu.
Mother and I are getting out of this town. If you have any sense, you'll do the same.
Akwakwak wo sosonia sonophonia sisaya nawukuk. Sisaya irfogoso no koso ayeria. Sayer kanoa fwanuya.
It's sure to be more exciting than this dead place.
Konio kioia kawaya wo kawaya watita osia kwanif nipawia. Piayer uksayer sinini sisayer rusta atapafawer sumpuno ko suir toerok. Sisayer irfogoso no koso ayeria. Sair kanoa wharanuir. Woyoir apafawair sisier sisitu tok. Woir wakwak finir seer. Ukwakwak wo sosonia sonok fonia sisair nawakuk. Wo tawa yer kupir kawir nakawir ipduki.
Those pirates must be Gao the Greater's men. We know that he has holdings near here, and he has flyers.
Pier uksayer sinini sisayer rusta atapafawer sumhuno ko suir toeruk. Sisayer ifok woso no koso ayer ya. Sayer kanoa fwaranuir. Pawoyer astir wo sayer ifasaya wa kawishir. Wo tawa yer kupir kawir nakawir ipduki. Wo nipir uksayer si sini nisayer pusta, wo ifuer uksunuk nokawayer. Ukir neko si se sayer wosayer nifuyer. Noni wo sayer tar wo wir ignisaro kunkna. Koni okyoir kawayer wo kawayer watita osia kwanif nipawir.
Out of our way, woman. In this town, we don't step aside for you. You step aside for us.
The peasants of this village may cower before you, but I do not. If you are smart, you will apologize for your behavior and walk away.
Don't tell me what to do. You think I won't hit a woman? You have to learn your place. This whole town has to learn its place. What are you looking at? This doesn't concern you. Too bad, because trouble just found you.
Longsword!
I was back at the camp when I heard the sounds of battle. I got here as fast as I could, though obviously I arrived too. Hui, what are you doing here?
It's been a long time, Zhu. I haven't seen you since that night. I did as you asked. The child is safe. I made sure of that.
I know. After we spoke, I followed you. I wanted to be sure she was given a good home. You did well, Hui. Hui and I knew each other long ago. She was a soldier and I needed her help. There was a child, an orphan. I knew Hui could find a good home for her. She was just a girl. Her parents were dead. I couldn't look after her, and I knew Hui by reputation. I knew she would find a good home for her. She's safe. That's all you need to know. She doesn't concern you. Besides, we don't have time to worry about something that happened almost 20 years ago.
Yes, those are old worries. Thank you for your actions today. Even if these men were no real threat, just simple sailors frustrated at the shallow river that holds them here. There are pirates in the area, and they pose a far greater danger. You will likely encounter them, especially if you are the one I am waiting for. As Sagacious Zhu mentioned, my name is Hui. Tell me, young woman, what is your master's name? I have waited here many years for the arrival of one special fighter. Your master, Sun Li, bid me to wait until you, his protege, came seeking information.
So it's true. Master Li really is the Emperor's brother. I wish I had known.
He is gone, isn't he? Taken by the Lotus assassins just as he thought. He knew they were always searching. They are right to fear him and his legacy. The glorious strategist was certain the path to the Imperial City would bring you here. He was also very specific about how I present my information to you. You must be ready. I served under Sun Li and was one of a few soldiers he trusted enough to contact after Dirge fell. Li knew the events there would have great consequences. He told me of the weeks-long siege and how spirit monks were slaughtered so his brother could take their temple. It was madness. The Emperor killed the water dragon itself.
The water dragon? The shepherd of the dead, a goddess of rebirth. To try and steal her power, to even think it could be attempted. Has any mortal ever shown such arrogance?
There are many beings that exist beyond our experience. The heavens are governed by a celestial bureaucracy. Each facet of existence is managed by a specialized attendant. Most appear to have little influence, but some, like the water dragon, have a portfolio that grants exceptional status. She was said to have governance over the Great Wheel. She was not a maker, but all life that ended passed her gaze before returning to the earth in another form. Sun Hai sought rebirth for his empire at the cost of the natural order. Her body was taken to the palace as a grim trophy of the power that ended the long drought. All the while, the people hailed the Emperor as a hero, ignorant of the price. Even a god is not invincible. They have their place and it can be challenged. Sun Li could not stop the slaughter of the spirit monks. He fled the battle with you in his arms. Most believe Sun Li fell at Dirge, a lie spread by the Emperor. A handful of us knew that he lived, and we also learned the terrible price of his rebellion. Li's wife was with child, his daughter born in the Imperial Palace while he was at Dirge. He never saw her. Within weeks of the siege, the Emperor had Li's family executed.
Executed? Murdered? The Lotus assassins were to cut them down. A mother and newborn child. I have no doubt that order came from Death's Hand himself.
He probably didn't think his family would be harmed, but even had he known, he might still have saved you. Li knows you have a destiny to fulfill. You're the last of your kind. The natural order has been disrupted. There is much to say, but first I was instructed to impart some very specific knowledge. Your master was very clear.
You can trust we, so I don't think there's any reason for me to stick around. I'll be back at the camp if you need me.
Zhu is an honorable man. Not a good man, perhaps, but an honorable one. Now to your training. A brief description will reinforce in your mind the style you saw me use. Certain lessons had to be withheld until you were ready for the attention they will bring. Sun Li taught me so that I would teach you. I must train you in Spirit Thief. Magic and weapons tire you. Draw on them too much and you could be left defenseless. Spirit Thief restores your chi, prolonging your ability to fight or ignore wounds. It is especially useful when enemies are immune to basic martial attacks, when you must use magic or weapons. It can even immobilize a foe, allowing time to recover even more. This short lesson should be enough for now. Come speak with me in the tea house. We will talk of your master and more. Good, you're here. We can continue where we left off before.
You've got unfinished business with us first.
There are important matters at hand, yet you fellows keep interrupting. I'm surprised you're this eager to get another beating so soon.
This time we brought some friends to even up the odds.
Longsword!
You certainly look like Lee's top student, though there's something odd about how you fight. I can't put my finger on it. It doesn't matter. The sailors won't bother us again. We can get back to business. Sun Lee gave me instructions to await you if anything should happen. I have prepared for this day for well over a decade. The full extent of what the glorious strategist knows is beyond my mind to comprehend. He is without peer. All I know is that I had instructions to wait for you. Sun Lee asked me to seek a piece of a special amulet he wanted you, his prized pupil, to have. It was broken apart and scattered when the Spirit Monk Temple fell. He intended to, and I assume he did, give the main piece to you. Rumor placed a smaller part with a fleeing apprentice monk, but it had been some years and the trail was cold. I eventually learned the monk had fled to Old Tien's Landing. He was there a year or so, but died of lingering injuries and was buried with his possessions unsorted. It was rushed at the time because the new dam was due to close and Old Tien's would become a watery tomb. The amulet was beyond reach, so I came here and waited. Now the Lotus assassins have drained the lake and exposed the ruins of Old Tien's Landing. It seems they are searching for this piece of the Spirit Monk amulet too. Yes, Sun Lee intended you to find it. I was to tell you about it if anything happened to him. It was the last order he gave me, and I have waited years to fulfill my duty. I choose to believe that my service was valuable and vital. You would have come here eventually. The amulet would draw you at least. It is coming on 15 years now. As I said, I learned the location of the amulet after the monk died in Old Tien's. It has been difficult serving and waiting in silence. Remember, go to the ruins and claim the amulet before the Lotus assassins do. You will need it to survive the trials that lie ahead.
Pretty.
Wo afaweer sun urk vonir ook. Oeksier sa fit kup wo sarkir.
Put that sword back, lout! Surely there was never a minister as unlucky as Minister Sheng to suffer such insolence.
Koni onu you tashika wheel fonil satharaponi?
And still poor Minister Sheng suffers the insults of tradesmen who know nothing of justice. Where would I put the lout? My jail has been burned to the ground, along with my office, I might add. I have no place to put thieves, so stop questioning your betters. It is not easy to be Minister Sheng, beset with troubles and doom, and now interrupted by some difficult stranger. Truly, can you not see that I am busy watching my career slide into oblivion? Minister Sheng simply hasn't time for your petty concerns. I have problems of my own. This backwater pimple of a town lives off of the lake created by the Great Dam. But the Great Dam is open and the lake is dry. The town is dying. Under my supervision. I have nary a clue. Unless... very well, you've convinced me to talk. It is dangerous to say anything, but I am a brave man. It was that horrible Inquisitor, Lim. Lim oversees the Lotus Assassin operations in this area. A few weeks ago, he came to town and demanded a key to the ruins. Then his men went up there and opened the Great Dam. I didn't want the town to panic, so I kept Lim's presence here a secret. Better the peasants think it was ghosts. A much less terrifying idea. Inquisitor Lim has his assassins searching for something, though what it is I couldn't say. Minister Sheng knows better than to stick his nose in the business of the Lotus Assassins. Some brave soul must travel through the old ruins, which are absolutely not infested with ghosts, and close the Great Dam. The gate to the ruins is locked, but I have a key. I cannot order or even ask someone to go do this. If the Great Dam closes, the ruins will flood. Various assassins and soldiers will be killed. Not good for my career. But if I happen to lose the key and someone happened to find it, the town could be saved and the problem solved without any sanction from me. Think about what? I don't know what you're talking about. So, stranger, is there anything else Minister Sheng can do for you? Perhaps I could direct you to the historic ruins of our old town, which lie across the footbridge and out the west gate. Certainly a sight worth taking in. Strictly for interest's sake, of course. Minister Sheng remembers when flyers were reserved for the wealthy elite of the Imperial City. Now pirates use them to raid the countryside. Disgraceful. I suppose in theory you could find a flyer at the pirate camp upriver. In practice, however, I doubt you would find the pirates very accommodating. I suppose Rue the bosun is mad enough to take you if he's drunk. Yes. Rue is surely the only one who would make the trip. And then the pirates would kill you. Rue announced 3 days ago that he was going to close the Great Dam, but first he stopped at the tea house for a bowl of wine. As far as I know, he's still there. I recently saw a large fleet of flyers pass by. Minister Sheng held out hope that they had come to escort him away from this demeaning post and back to the Imperial City. But the flyers never stopped in Tien's Landing. They headed upriver towards the pirates' camp. No doubt they went there to refuel, though where they are now I could not say. The humiliation that a dread and mighty lord such as I should be reduced to answering the questions of simple folk. Oh, please, ask away. Minister Sheng, that's Imperial Minister Sheng of the Ministry of Harmony, has nothing better to do than act as your guide to local customs. A ship was in port when the Great Dam opened and the river drained. Now it is trapped here. The sailors behaved for a time, but now they've gone mad with boredom. I'm sure Captain Ing, down by the pier, would offer you some sort of reward to close the Great Dam and free his vessel. That is what we in the Ministry of Harmony call a hint. Yes, yes, go and leave Minister Sheng alone to ponder his troubles. Now go close the Great Dam, and I never said that.
Wosiwania sa ia sakaku usawa ia nu pakpoporo. Okniko fia apania sasa tatasi noni nano yok yowia sonsi ia wo yowia. Okniko fia apania sasa tatasi noni nano yok yowia sonsi ia wo yowia. Niwupa ia kupusa ia awath kraka ia nano uksaro isowak mikano wo napia shathia uko. Okniko fia apania sasa tatasi noni nano yok yowia sonsi ia wo yowia. Wonoa ia sususatia sonsi fonia sonsi ifo. O ifo ia uksonkob noko isansia. Okniko fia apania sasa tatasi noni nano yok yowia sonsi ia wo yowia. Kutkosi wiwa ia wo nawa ia ifo wia oka wikino. Woso awi ia ni tuwo uksumpuno. Utatsa ia oka yowe ia fonia sisa ia trusta pafawe ia towia. Awath utkuo wo kokopia kawa ia elwoth.
These docks remind me of the...
Stop right there! I gave you 2 extra duty. Get back to that galley and start cleaning.
We don't have to listen to you, Ing. You're a captain without a ship. She's nothing but a landlocked house now.
I will discover a way to free this ship. Until then, you'd better follow orders.
I've had enough of you and your orders.
Now get back in that ship! I'm your captain, understand?
Well, you're still the captain, for now. But if you don't get us out of this town soon, you're going to have a mutiny on your hands. Then we'll see what's what.
If you've come to complain about my men, I don't want to hear it. When Minister Sheng gets the Great Dam closed, we'll be happy to leave. Until then, we're stuck here. The Great Dam is open, and the lake that feeds into the river is gone. My ship, the Lucky Knight, is stranded here like a lame water buffalo. We're sailors. We don't belong on land. If we could just get our ship back on the water, everything would be fine. But that won't happen until someone finds a way to close the dam. The moment I saw you, I knew you were the fearless sort. I hoped you would offer to help. It shames me to need the help of a stranger. I'm not a rich man, but my reputation, my ship, and my men are worth everything I can give. Close the dam and free us, and I'll give you all the silver I have. You won't get too far if you don't speak to Minister Sheng first. The dam is located in the ruins, but a pair of massive gates blocks the way. Only Sheng has the key. Excellent. The key will get you into the ruins, where you can close the Great Dam. I hope to see the water rising soon. Good luck. I'm not used to needing help from others. It's hard for me to say this, but thank you.
Rue, I know you keep saying you'll close the Great Dam as soon as you get your courage up, but it's been 3 days. Old Mother Quan is trying to make this place respectable again. You can't stay here. Go close the dam.
No, I'm sorry, young one. Let me buy you a drink. 2 bowls of wine and we'll drink a toast to a better time. Just add it to my tab. I'm good for it.
Rue, I don't have time for this. I have other customers to take care of. You have to leave now.
No, I'm really pretty sure I have to drink now. I need to get my courage up so I can go close the dam. Yeah, just another drink or 2. Or 3. Or maybe 4. Oh, more wine?
You will? Thank the Emperor. I've lots of other work to do.
And who are you? More importantly, do you have any wine handy? Or, can you get some? My help? Nobody asked for my help. They don't even trust me enough to ride on my barge. But I'm not some useless old drunk. I'll show 'em. That's why I volunteered to go close the Great Dam. You just need a drink or 2 to get my courage up first. You can't be serious. True, my barge is the only way to get there, but the pirates are dangerous. Believe me, you don't want to go up there. Have some wine instead. Mad is what I am. A real loon. Especially when I've had my fill of wine, like now. Truth is, I'd be happy to take you up to the pirates' camp. If I didn't have more pressing business. I promise to close the dam and save the town. Truth is, I wish I'd never told anyone what I was going to do. I was a bit drunk when I said it, but I can't back out now. Everybody thinks I'm just a worthless drunk, but when I close the dam, they'll think I'm a hero. I just need a few drinks to get my courage up before I go. You mean that, don't you? Well, I may have a bit too much fondness for the wine, but I won't turn my back on someone who needs me. Let's do it! To the pirate lair! I'll make my way down to the little dock where I have my barge and get everything ready. Just meet me at Beggar's Pier in the southeast corner of town when you're ready to go. Good. I got lots to do before we go. Check the barge, check our supplies, sample the wine. You never want to travel with bad wine.
He seems sincere. It might be foolish to place our trust in someone so fond of wine, but I believe he'll be there when we need him.
Remember, meet me at Beggar's Pier in the southeast corner of town when you're ready to go.
Well, this has already become an educational trip. From what you discussed with Hui, it would seem we are indeed tied to important events.
I have concerns as well. Hui convinced me that your master is the glorious strategist. Tell me, Don't Star, what are your earliest memories with him?
Your question would be better directed at his favorite student. She was at the school for 3 years before I arrived.
We'll focus on you quite a bit by the time we are done, given the Spirit Monk connection. But I asked Dawnstar what she remembers.
The only thing I know about my life before coming to the school is that I was not wanted. Probably because of the bad omens I was born under.
Bad omens? What makes you think that? You said you don't know anything.
I know because of my name. It's one of the few details Master Li was told. I was named for a red glow opposite the morning sun, like a distant fire. Yes, I guess so. I wasn't there, of course. No one but you survived. I guess someone saw it, but I don't know where Dirge is or how far the fire was visible. It fits the time, but that just confirms my thoughts about being born under a bad omen. What could be worse than this attack on Dirge and the Water Dragon?
If that is the most troubling thing you learn about your birth, consider yourself lucky.
This area is off limits. Intruders will be executed. I am a soldier of the Imperial Army, sent by Death's Hand to destroy anyone foolish enough to enter this place. Unfortunately, this includes you. Kill the peasant.
Wait, stop! I'm not your enemy. I swear by my ancestors, I'm not your enemy. I'm not even a soldier. Even though I wear this uniform, I'm no soldier. My name is Chen Yi. I'm just a simple peasant from the town of One Stone. These soldiers passed through my village a few weeks ago. One of them angered the Lotus assassin who was in charge, and the assassin killed him. As I was coming back in from the fields, they grabbed me to fill his place. They put this uniform on me, bloodstains and all, and told me I was in the army. I will do my best, but I don't know anything. The Lotus assassins just told us to guard the gate while they searched the ruins. That's all, I swear. I don't know, I was here on the far side of the gate, and the gate itself is locked. Only the Lotus assassins themselves are allowed into the ruins. No, nothing. Only that the gate leading into them was locked. The Lotus assassins had to get a key from Sheng, the Imperial Minister in Tian's Landing. But I think the ruins are haunted. I hear strange sounds coming from beyond the gates. But even the threat of ghosts can't keep the assassins from their search. Of course, Great One. I will return to my village and lead an upright life of farming and praying. Thank you for sparing me. Thank you.
You showed great compassion to that poor man. I am glad to see you can be merciful as well as strong.
The search goes too slowly. We need more eyes and hands in these ruins. Listen well, my minions. Fan out and search behind every stone and under every rock. Somewhere in these ruins are gems. Very special gems. If you find one, bring it to me right away. If you fail me, your torment will be greater than any you have yet experienced. Now go! Lieutenant, you are in charge while I go up to the Great Dam and check on the sentry golems. If anyone tries to enter these ruins, kill them.
Of course, Dread One. You have your orders. No one can enter the room. Kill the enemy.
These pathetic ghosts are becoming an annoyance. Ripping them apart was fun for a time, but now it's just work. I wish we were stationed at Gao's lair instead of here.
Good news. Inquisitor Lim wants us to bring the inscrutable power source to Gao's factory. Just change the command word on the dam sentry so we can go.
I just changed the command word to Xiaohua this morning. Do I have to change it again?
Inquisitor Lim wants the command word on those sentry golems changed before we deliver this power source. Are you going to be the one to tell him you couldn't be bothered?
You've made your point. Let's go. It'll be safer if we stick together. There are many dangers along the way to the dam.
Dangers? Like command words slipping into enemy hands?
Legendary strike! Longsword!
You are drawn by destiny, like water flowing, bleeding. Have you begun to question your path? It is murky, blocked, but carefully crafted. You are on this path because you have been shaped, groomed, and the predators have been drawn away to let you pass. Can you see how that path winds towards your prey? You are meant to learn, but not too much. To see, but not too clearly. To succeed, but not completely. To control an outcome, control the beginning. It is godlike, the most arrogant action. That is what was done. I weaken. But listen. Endings come at their own pace. You would better serve your cause by asking where it began. Question why the path is there, not where it leads. For now, look to yourself. The Guardian ahead will test and teach. He is an ally, one you can trust. Find your purpose, fulfill your destiny, and we will meet again.
It happened again, didn't it? You saw something. I don't like the effect this place has on you. Let's get going. I sense something strange about this girl. She is more than she appears.
The Guardian is coming. He's very mad. He got mad at this man and hurt him. You better go away right now or he'll get mad at you too. I don't matter. Only the Guardian matters. He's going to be very cross with you. You should run before he gets here. Oh, it's too late. I told you to run away, but you didn't listen. Now the Guardian's here and he's going to hurt you. He's really mad.
Longsword! Legendary strike!
Longsword!
I need healing.
Focus! Legendary strike!
Pano fan bogo shimir, cho ikakir wo ifuro uk. Wo yoir apafwe ir sir sisitsu toir uk, pir okir ifuir wo. Wo woir ikatitarir kone of atarir. Woir, tiumovir, ni kiksir, ni super, ni sifivivir, natafoniet. Narawa ir kwanok noka o pir okir ifuir wo. Pano fan bogo shimir, cho ikakir wo ifuro uk. Wo yoir apafwe ir sir sisitsu toir ok, pir okir ifuir wo. Ispeta, hok kawari sa ir taseir uyo. Newa kop kipstir sunuk. Nawara irok, wo kupsisir sunuk. Nawara irok, wo kupsisir sunuk. Wo ufir ipir sir tintin, wo wir. Kupsisir son puno su uku ir sir sisitsu toir ok. Wo yoir apafwe ir sir sisitsu toir ok. Pir okir ifuir wo. Wo wir wokir fonir wo kupsistir son ukut. Kukawuk takti yir. Wo panir nisa ir pan. Wo noir kupta ir tanir ok kun aso. Sir sukut afifir noni.
The Guardian wants me to give you this. That man over there had it. It's an inscrutable power source. The Guardian says you might need it. The Guardian doesn't know what it's for, but he knows it's important. Otherwise, why would that man have had it? You better keep it for now. The Guardian says we don't have to stay here anymore. He says we have to go with you now. Is that right? Good. I like you. The Guardian likes you too. I like meeting new people. The Guardian and I think this is going to be a great adventure.
Who dares approach? Speak the command word or suffer the wrath of Death's Hand, loyal servant of the Emperor over us all. Xiao Hua, you may pass.
I hope you took a moment to celebrate as you flooded the valley. Whatever you hope to achieve by drowning that sad place will soon be undone. Sergeant, if you will, eliminate this pest. That is precisely the idea. I'm sure you are very confident in your skills, but I assure you that these fine men of the Imperial Army are more than your match. The Sergeant knows his place, and he understands that what we assassins do is for the good of the Empire as a whole. If a few people suffer, then they do so for the glory of Emperor Sun.
Legendary strike! Longsword! You have managed to survive. I suppose someone of your skill cannot be easily dissuaded. You are more skilled than I expected, but I rarely need to escape from anyone. I had to step back, which allowed me to see that you are not my enemy. You may call me Silk Fox. I apologize for my previous aggression, but I thought you were in league with an enemy of mine. I was clearly mistaken. Powerful forces are at work here. You are caught in great events that are beyond you. But I may have use for someone as impetuous as you. I want nothing more than for you to continue your journey. You seek the old man who was taken from Two Rivers, correct? Of course you do. He was taken by Death's Hand. I could tell you where his minions have gone. For a price. A simple trade. I tell you where the abductors are, and you tell me who that old man is. Sun Li! Ha! You think me a fool? You are either a liar or very, very confused. The glorious strategist has been dead for 20 years. Everyone knows this. You mean to confuse me, but I am not a willing fool. I will let you maintain this deception for now, just to see where it leads. But we share an enemy in Death's Hand. For that reason, I will help you. It would take a season to reach the Imperial City by land or water. Air is the only quick way, but you need a wind map. I know the location of one. Lord Yan governs much of the Great Southern Forest. He petitioned the Lotus Assassins for a wind map so he could settle a trade disruption. Of course, that has earned him their attention in addition to whatever trouble is infesting his lands. I doubt he has time for charity, but you might try to find him. I have matters of my own to attend. If you survive, we will see what use you are to me. Remember, if you want to reach the Imperial City, you must go to the forest and get that map from Lord Yan. My path takes me elsewhere. If you actually reach the Imperial City, I will be impressed. Until then, I wish you luck. You are a surprising little peasant.
Hey, you're the woman the captain said to look out for. He said to tell you thank you very much and to give you this. I think he couldn't wait to get out on the river. And as soon as the water came back, he left. Thanks so much. Wow, now I can eat for another day. Does it get any better than this?
Your offer was a corrupt one. We did the right thing by ignoring you.
Ikakahia wo no ka kike ia wo shathia oko uki ia ayayuya wa.
Longsword! Focus!
Back again. Have you been to the ruins yet? Time is running short. If you don't find the missing piece of your amulet, the Lotus Assassins will. Sun Li warned me that others might come, but all is not lost. The Lotus Assassins have a piece of the amulet, but so do you. Victory is far from decided. Whatever the outcome may be, my part in these events is over. Now that you have been to the ruins, I may finally take my leave of this town. I have served Sun Li for many years, but there comes a time when all service must end. My final task was to direct you to the ruins. Now, I am no longer bound. And so I step away. I have no further part to play, and I am glad for it. Perhaps history will clear my doubts and show my time was worthwhile. I wish you luck.
You did it! How the people will sing the praises of Minister Sheng, who found, hired, and sent forth the helpful peasant who ultimately solved the problem. Not at all. I may even mention you in my report. Very well, run along. Now that the dam is closed again, Minister Sheng is on his way back to the Imperial City. I'm sure of it.
There you are! I confess that when I got down here, I wasn't sure I actually met you. Too much wine in me. I thought you might have been a dream, but here you are. I can take you to the pirates if you still want to go. It'll be an easy trip. The river is quite tame again since you closed the dam. No danger at all. Until you meet the pirates. I'll take you, and if the pirates slit your throat and dump your body in the river, I'll bring you back to town for a nice burial. If they leave your body on land, you're out of luck.
Well, it would seem we have little choice. I certainly hope we won't regret asking Rue to help us.
I can take you no farther. Be wary in this place. Pirates everywhere. If any pirates come by and try to take my barge, I'll show them how well I use my paddle. Good luck to you in there, and if you need to leave in a hurry, just come running.
Nikno irkut fan sonwi song o fir nawas wasa ir sonwat.
I'm sorry. Your brothers inside made me clean up their chicken bones. I came as soon as I finished, but in my haste I tripped and fell down the stairs.
Wasa ir atanopa uno fakira ukno aku. Wono wir apa wafa er. Ukir okir wo iferk. Osa ir atanopa uno fakira ukno aku.
I'm sorry. Don't beat me. I'll get the wine and some food, yes? Trip me? Make me crawl like a dog? Yeah, this'll teach them a lesson they won't forget. Come on. Stupid rope, come on. Make them sorry they ever... Huh? Wait, don't hurt me. I was just, Hey, you're no pirate. I remember the face of everyone I used to sail with, and I've never seen you before. My name's Chung. Once I was a pirate on the river, but things were different then. We took pride in our work. We were professionals, not like these lazy, drunken louts. The younger pirates used to look up to me. Now they treat me like dirt. They treat me worse than that slave cleaning the pier. But I'm gonna get even. I'll show them. Those drunks on the pier were supposed to unload the ship, but they're too lazy to finish the job. They left a cannon suspended above the dock, supported by this single rope. One quick pull and that cannon comes crashing down, taking out the dock and anyone on it. But my old bones can't pull hard enough to loosen the knots in the rope. I got nothing against the kid, but dropping the cannon is the easiest way to wipe out everyone on the pier. Tough break for the kid, but much easier for you. You want to take the guards on face to face? I won't stop you. Still think you should use the rope, though. Tough break for the kid cleaning the pier, but much easier for you. But whatever you're gonna do, do it quick. Won't be long until those pirates on the dock start wondering what's taking me so long with their wine.
Longsword!
They're dead. I don't have to sweep the dock no more. You saved me. But there's more pirates inside. Lots more. They'll catch you, and you'll be a slave like the rest of us. Or they'll kill you. This whole island is crawling with pirates. They'll kill you. They won't catch me again. I know where to hide.
Those pirates didn't seem to give you much trouble at all. Back in my day, a pirate knew how to fight, but these young ones are soft and weak. Gao ruined everything. I tried to tell them, but nobody listened. You'd think the Lotus Assassins would have been a warning. Even a pirate knows better than to get mixed up with them. Watch yourself in this place. 1 minute you're on top, and the next you're on the bottom, bowing and scraping.
He's freed the slaves! You'll pay for that, maggot!
Will I? If you scum have any sense at all, you'll stand aside. Let me go drive a blade through your master's throat and I'll forget I saw you.
Oh, certainly. We'll sit back and let you stroll upstairs to kill our leader. Would it help if we drew you a map to his room?
Ukir aku no suukut ni sisa irkanto.
I wasn't serious, you idiot. We're going to kill this intruder and go back to our drinking. He's just one man. He can't beat all of us.
Look around. The odds are not so much in your favor. There's still a chance for you to run.
What are you talking about, fool?
You haven't noticed my partner over there watching us? Don't let her grace and beauty fool you. She's deadly. This is your last chance to get out of here alive.
So, the thief brought a friend. That just means you won't die alone. Attack!
How'd I know you'd be deadly in a fight? You'll have to accept my apologies for dragging you into that, but I can't afford to be stopped. Not now. My name is Sky. It's good to see there's someone else in this place who can't stand these slaving dogs. We make quite the pair. It was obvious you weren't with the pirates. Why not deal with them quickly? There's bigger game above us. Speaking of which, there's a very secure and equally intimidating gate blocking the way. If we work together, though, it'll be simple to crack. I'm here on a personal matter. A man in this place took something very valuable from me, and I intend to repay him the favor. If I had more time, I'd want to know what brought you here. I expect it's quite the tale. Yes, I hunt Gao the Greater, though I will not say why. It is a personal matter. I won't be stopped now that I'm this close, and luckily you're here. That'll make it easier to reach the upper levels where he hides himself away. The door at the top of this stair is locked through a fairly ingenious mechanism. Gao's engineer, Kang the Mad, designed it for security. Kang the Mad is a crafty fellow. The door requires 2 to unlock it. Up high there is a platform with a release lever. The door must be operated while the lever is held forward. There used to be a sentry up there who handled that kind of thing, but he had an accident. I can climb up and pull the lever easily enough. You can open the door when it's unlocked. My best guess would be guards willing to die for their master. You shouldn't have too much trouble helping them reach that goal. Once the door is open, we can go our separate ways. I have my goals, and I'm sure you have yours. Since we both have much to do, why don't I go and lock the door now? I should go now, but I have to ask in case we never meet again. Where did you study? Watching you fight, I just had to ask. Your technique is like no other I've seen before. It's not so much strange as it is intriguing. No one I've ever met fights like you do. It's subtle, but your movements bait your foes into seeing an opening that isn't there. It's like a clever trap. I'm sorry, I'm wasting time neither of us can spare. I'll get ready and pull the lever when you're near the door. Good luck with whatever brought you to this place.
Be careful in here. This could be a trap.
Mistress, I am almost ready to return to the Imperial City. Another day, and I will bring you the amulet fragment.
I lose confidence in you with each passing hour, Lim. You should have been back by now. Why haven't you ordered Gao to grant you one of his flyers?
Mistress, Gao's ships are only small flyers. They're good for short-range flights and raiding villages, but not for long journeys. That's why I haven't returned yet.
Don't try to pin your failings on me, Lim. I've delivered everything I promised. It's only a matter of time until I finish the special dragonfly to transport the artifact to the Imperial City.
Until you finish. I designed that dragonfly. I built it, not Gao. That dragonfly is Kang's masterpiece.
Silence the mad fool.
I've heard rumors of a spy disrupting our operations in the South Rim. Maybe this is all too much for you to handle. Perhaps I should come out there personally.
That will not be necessary, mistress. I will deal with the troublemaker here and return to the Imperial City in one day. You heard Mistress Jia. I can't waste any more time here. Get that flyer finished now.
Jia is not my mistress, Lim, and I don't take orders from you either. Remember, if not for my son, you would never have discovered where the glorious strategist was hiding.
I am well aware of your son's role in all this, Gao. In fact, I suspect I know more about him than you do.
What are you talking about? Have you heard something about young Gao? Tell me!
Of course, Gao. I was just waiting for the perfect time to tell you. I received a report from the destruction of 2 rivers. Your son, Gao the Lesser, is dead.
No! This can't be! You lie!
I speak the truth. It seems your son was no match for one of the other students. From the condition of his body, it sounds like he died quite painfully.
No! Young Gao was everything to me. Damn you and your black heart, Lim. Damn you! I want to be alone. I must grieve for my son. No one is to disturb me. No one!
If I can get to the Imperial City fast enough, I can give the amulet fragment to Death's Hand himself. Then Grand Inquisitor Jia may be in for a surprise. We shall see. Get to work, mad fool. Do whatever it takes to get that ship built. I will take a short-range flyer and check on some of our other operations in the area. If the marvelous dragonfly is not ready to launch when I return, those captive demons will have a new playmate.
Interruptions? Who designed that dragonfly? Did you build something to make his sandals explode? You handled the guards well with your punching and kicking. I was going to make more of an explodey thing, but kicking worked well too. Not so. You may have adequate feet for the kicking, but your eyes are not so good at judging. I only work for Gao because he forces me to. I am Kang, the Mad. I make things explode, and I make things fly, and I'm very good at both. The things I fly tend to survive. The things I explode, not so much. Do I build flyers? Do I build flyers? Yes. Have you heard differently? Fantastical things, but misused by Gao and his cohorts. I have saved the best for myself. My greatest invention is in the launch room upstairs. Light and fast, she has weapons and capacity no other flyer does. The marvelous Dragonfly. Under protest? Gao does not appreciate what I make. He misuses, and worse, he duplicates and diminishes their glory. Well, no more. The dragonfly will not function. Gao wants to give my machine to the Lotus Assassins, but I stopped him. I hid the extraneous dust inductor. Well, no one will find it. Try to fly without that. But they can make a new inductor. It is extraneous after all. So, a few days ago, I blew up the inscrutable power source. Now the dragonfly can only make short hops. Yes, of course. What do you think I've been saying? You need to listen more carefully. If you stage a combat-related accident for Gao, like falling down a flight of punches, I'll replace the inductor on the dragonfly, and we can fly away. What do you say? You are sure to profit from this partnership. In fact, I've never accidentally exploded anyone traveling with me, so that alone is a benefit of my presence. Anyway, you go ahead, and once all the kicking is done, I'll come along and we'll see what's what. For now, let me think. We'll need explosives that explode. Yes, goodbye. Go and leave me to think.
Did you see Gao when he went by? There was fire in his eyes.
There's always fire in his eyes. Dark magic burns inside him.
Yeah, but this time it was worse. Better stay out of his way for the next little while. Something really set him off.
Wait a minute. You there! Who are you? You can't be up here.
Longsword!
Look at that flyer. It's beautiful. The marvelous dragonfly is the...
Ice shot! Longsword!
You dare disturb me in my grief? I said no interruptions. You will pay for it. Wait. You are not one of my servants. I know you. You are one of Master Li's students. You were the one who killed my son Gao. Your words mean nothing. You are a murderer, a killer! Gao was everything to me, and now he's gone. Damn you and at school! My Gao was never good enough for Master Li. You were always his prize pupil. And now my son is... Gao may be gone, but I will avenge him. I know the styles your broken old master taught you, and I know how to beat them. I promise your death will be both slow and painful.
Dead already. Damn it all. I wanted nothing more than to watch this man die. It matters because he deserved to die by my hands. No, that's not right. I should be thanking you. Besides, after I left you, I stumbled across something just as important. Let me explain why I'm here. That should clarify things. You saw with your own eyes that these pirates were collecting slaves, right? True enough. I have a particular hatred for slavers. Gao's slaving operation found its way to my home several years ago. I was away at the time, but my daughter was there. Those black-hearted bastards took my daughter, Pin Mei. They killed her for resisting them. She was my only child. I lost her mother when Pin Mei was born, but my daughter was something precious in return. The slavers offered no such consolation. It has been 3 years since I lost my daughter, and I have spent that time tracking down the men who took her. My search led me here, to the lair of Gao the Greater. His men took my daughter, and I meant to even the score. On my way up here, I stumbled across records that show that this goes beyond Gao. The Lotus Assassins are his primary buyers. Is that so? There can be no doubt, then. This goes beyond Gao the Greater. I have my vengeance, but how many others have suffered as I have because of the Lotus Assassins? Do you mean to go further with this? I would join you. Only a fool would oppose the Lotus Assassins, but 2 fools working together stand a better chance than one. It'll be an honor to join you. Oh, and I stumbled across a little something on my way up here. It's probably something you need.
Hey! That's the dust inductor I was hiding. The dragonfly can't fly without it. It was under the floorboards in my workshop last I looked. Well, next time I hide something, I'm packing explosives around it. Yes, explosives shaped like silver bananas. Stops thieves, monkeys, and monkey thieves in one fell swoop, yeah.
In my mind, you stand the best chance of facing down Gao's masters. We also have a far greater chance of succeeding together rather than apart.
I don't know if I trust this man, but we can't afford to turn away potential allies, not with what lies ahead.
What man could remain constant under the scrutiny of such beauties? Still, you will find me a true companion. Only if I can watch you as well. Fair is fair, after all. I assure you, I will be as devoted and capable as any of your other companions.
Ha! If I could harness all that hot air, I could make a furnace to power the whole of the Imperial City. Well, if you're done with all the talking, I have to go make the dragonfly ready for some flying. Kicking and such, it really gets the blood flowing. And explosions. Lots of blood flowing from those too. I replaced the dust inductor. The marvelous dragonfly will cross the sky at your whim for a short way. The heavens welcome my machines, but not without considerable cajoling. If you want to fly more than a short distance, I will need an inscrutable power source. Ha ha! What wonders cling to you, my friend? There were only 2 in this whole region, and I destroyed one so Inquisitor Lim would not make off with my marvelous dragonfly. The other was with the Lotus Assassins, but the fools only used it for demolition. Now, here you stand with it. I will put it in the dragonfly, and it will be ready to go. Not the ideal placement. If it shook more, the heavens might think we were afraid and take pity. This is more stable, but not as fun. Okay, she's ready to go. Hop on. I know a nice safe landing place just outside Tien's Landing. Very unlikely we'll crash. Don't worry about that. When the marvelous dragonfly takes off, the earth shakes and the sky trembles. You can't miss it. Your friend will see us take off, and he'll head back to town on his own. Ha ha! Everybody on board! The marvelous dragonfly is about to take flight!
This new flyer seems nicer than the one we took from Gal the Lesser. Although, I'm really only judging by how shiny it is. A poor guess, I'm sure.
No. The marvelous dragonfly is superior to the amber mosquitoes I foisted on Gao. And actually, the shinier the better. The heavens like their glory reflected. A shame I can't leave it on the ground for all to see, but I'm not going through all this just to have it stripped to the frame by local brats. I'll call it back if we need it. Well, it's much like the dilemma of the centipede. If he relaxes and lets things happen, he can walk naturally all day long, his 100 legs not missing a step. But if he thinks too hard about the complexity of what he's doing, those legs might crash into the tea house and kill everyone. A valuable lesson.
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help.
These trees are sick. They bend like they're in pain.
Narawa irkwa noka o kiyi o kir ikwi wo.
Legendary strike!
We hurried down as quickly as we could,
But I see you had the situation well in hand. I'm impressed. Not many people can disperse the spirits of the dead with any ease. They grow worse by the day, and I've almost given up hope of finding a solution. My manners desert me. I am Lord Yun, owner of this land, and charged by the Emperor himself to keep it safe. You should turn back south to Tien's Landing. This is the safest part of the Great Southern Forest, and even it is polluted with these strange ghosts. Help me. That's certainly a kind offer, but I'm not sure that anyone... Wait a moment. You don't look like a pilgrim or one of the poor folk trying to escape Tien's Landing. Would it be out of line to inquire as to what brought you here? The Imperial City, is it? How interesting. You find yourself in a tricky predicament. There are few ways to reach the capital from here. Air would be your best bet. Even caravans employing skilled warriors have been forced to turn back under these ghosts' assaults. I could only reach Tien's Landing by using my flyer. Acquiring that chart was a hard-fought battle, I can assure you. The Lotus assassins keep a tight rein on those precious documents. From your questions, I'd say you have a flyer at your disposal, which seems unusual. It would take a resourceful person to acquire a device like that, and I believe that resourceful people know how to get things done, especially when properly motivated. Perhaps you could get something done for me. If so, I might be persuaded to foolishly risk the Lotus Assassin's wrath by making a copy of one of their precious maps. The deal is simple. Find out why my land sickens, why it is home to so many ghosts, and you will have your map. Two things threaten the entire length and breadth of this forest. The trees blacken with disease, and ghosts flock to this place like no other in the Empire. I suspect that these things are related, and, more importantly, that they're related to a fox called the Forest Shadow. She is a powerful being, one my father considered the guardian of this forest. If this place is filled with ghosts, then I suspect that it is either because of or in spite of her. I think something is wrong with the Forest Shadow, and I want you to find her and figure out what is happening. Once we know that, we'll have a clear idea of what we face. A noble sentiment, but when I look upon these trees, I'm afraid that you may have to destroy her. See what you can learn first, then we will act if it is necessary. Make your way up this ancient trail, and when you come to a fork, take the left path. That will lead you to a temple built long ago in the Forest Shadow's honor. Once there, find my hunter Spearcatch's Leaf, if he still lives. He claimed to remember some sort of ritual that my forebears used to contact the Forest Shadow. You might also want to keep an eye out for some small shrines that are scattered about the forest. Some of them are said to react to magic or charges of chi. I was beginning to think there may be no cure for this place. Your arrival has given me some small measure of hope. Find Spearcatch's Leaf at the temple above and see what he has learned. Your wind map will be waiting when you find a cure.
My silence blocks! everyone. They are mad with madness. Thank you for keeping me safe.
Narawa irkwa noka okiye okir ikuir wo.
You have come from Tian's Landing? I come from the inn, the Pilgrim's Rest. You must take a message to the town for us. Things are very bad. We starve. The ghosts cut us off from everything. But we are still up there. Tian's Landing must send people to help. Many people should come to the inn to help us. They can't let us starve. The temple? No, the temple is where the ghosts are worst. It is a bad place. You should not go there. You should go to the inn. No, I should return to the inn. They will want to know you are coming. You should come with me. I can take the message down later, and you will be safe from the forest shadow and her ghosts. That can't be right. She is dangerous. You should go to the inn to be kept safe. That's the only way. I will go back the way I came. Knowing that there are others here, I will be all right. I must go back to the inn to tell them. You should follow the path to the right, not the left. Left goes to the temple, and the forest shadow will kill you. Come! The inn is this way.
Noko u.
How can you fight so well when all you do is drink?
It's harder to drink your watered-down swill and face those ghosts. Is everything in this damn forest missing the good parts? Hold on. That one's got all her parts, and none of them are hanging out. About time I had a challenge.
Wait, no, that's not a... Damn him.
Storm Dragon! Longsword! Storm Dragon! Longsword! Storm Dragon! Longsword!
You're no ghost. Hell, you're barely human. No one has ever withstood the axes of the Black Whirlwind before. Drunken cows are no joke. I had to wrangle a whole herd of them once. Bloody things broke into a winery and drank till their milk was curdled. I finally rounded them up, but the farmer said the milkings were unbearable for a week after that. Milk and wine. Yeah, that's a bad mix. Anyway, I'm guessing you must be here on Lord Yun's business. Can't imagine why anyone would come here otherwise. You'll want to talk to Spearcatch's Leaf. He's Lord Yun's man. I'm just the hired mercenary.
I am so very sorry. You must accept my apologies. He is uncontrollable sometimes.
Keep your apologies. That was amazing. Spearcatch's Leaf is no warrior. He doesn't understand the thrill of victory.
You've just had the unexpected honor of defeating the Black Whirlwind, the self-styled deadliest mercenary in the Jade Empire.
I thought you were a ghost. Wasn't that clear? Ha ha! And people say I'm slow.
Does she look at all like she's dead? No. No mask, not floating, clearly not a ghost. You simply wanted a challenge. You were an idiot. A deadly, drunken idiot.
What's wrong with being deadly or drunk? You may be a lead hunter for some lord, but I'm the deadliest mercenary in the world. You do your job and I'll do mine.
Yes, I'm Spearcatch's Leaf, Lord Yun's lead hunter. I learned a ritual from Lord Yun's father, and I had hoped to use it to ask the aid of the Forest Shadow. I've set the fires and the furnaces are ready, but one of the key crystals is missing. Without it, we can't even see what these furnaces are supposed to do. I examined the area when I realized that the crystal was gone, and I stumbled across some strange tracks that lead in the direction of the inn. I don't know. They look like bare human feet, but the tracks were closely spaced and bore a strange gait, as if a child made them. A deformed child. I don't think so. You'd have to be quite strong to pull the crystal loose. It doesn't make any sense to me. But then, what in this place does. Make your way there. I will stay behind to tend the furnaces. If you need more information, supplies, or even training, you know where to find me. I have a small stock of supplies, and I can also train you to be more precise and focused in battle. My name is well earned, some tell me. Have a look and tell me what you need. I'm collecting the silver to honor the men we lost to these accursed ghosts.
Legendary strike.
I watched in awe as you dispatched those things. Not many of your kind can deal with ghosts as easily as you did. Yes, the ghosts are most dangerous. We are fortunate that they have not yet ventured inside the inn. It offers us some refuge. But I've forgotten myself. Welcome to the Pilgrim's Rest, traveler. I am the Keeper, as they call me. Tell me, did you happen to come across one of us on your way up here? We sent him not long ago to search for help. It was the Forest Shadow. She's taken another from us. We hoped we had found a way to deal with the fox, but we were wrong. some. She does not attack us here at the inn. Those few we have dared send out to the forest do not return. We have tried so hard to find a way to end the fox's attacks. She must be stopped. We thought we were close, but no. Well, that is quite a thing to ask, isn't it? Quite a thing indeed. How are we to know we could trust you? We do not trust the hunter at the temple, for instance. That is why we will not give him what he seeks. Yes, we have the missing crystal from the temple. We have kept it here safe and away from the hunter. Yes, we know this, but it must be used for the right reasons. One of us here in the inn overheard the hunter and the big man, who are now at the Forest Shadow's temple. The hunter spoke of a ritual that would let him reach the Forest Shadow. But he's a fool. He thinks to find the fox and seek out her help. Her help! She will not help anyone, least of all us at the inn. To save the hunter from his own folly, we took the crystal before he could reach the temple. That is it exactly. Whatever the ritual does, if it reaches the Forest Shadow, then we must take the opportunity to destroy her once and for all. He would not have taken that chance. I must know that you will use it for the right reasons. You must kill the Forest Shadow. Do so, and I will give you a half-year's worth of taxes in silver. We are a long way from the Imperial City here. The tax collector's arms are only so long, you know. I have been carefully collecting this silver for years, but the death of the murderous fox is more important to me. You will aid us. You must. Very well. Consider it a deal between us. The crystal is yours, but remember our deal. You should go to the temple to the west. Find a way to reach the fox and destroy her however you can. Succeed, and the silver will be yours. Now go.
Greetings, my friend. Have you had any luck finding the crystal? You have it? Excellent. I should return and report this to Lord Yun. He will want to hear this news. The crystal fits into the central pedestal atop these steps, unlocking the lens arms in the lower furnaces so they can direct light to the remaining furnaces. The other furnaces have colored crystals in them, presumably to alter the light. Lord Yun's father called this the Ritual of Seasons. A forest, he said, cares about only 2 seasons. The cooler air of winter and the blistering heat of summer are the only things it notices. Winter skies are crisp and blue, while the fields of spring are green. Summer's heat is burning red, while in autumn, yellow leaves are seen. All right. Summer and winter seem to be the key. Black Whirlwind will stay behind to offer whatever help he can. If anyone can control him, it's you.
Hey, I'm not some cheap bottle of wine to be passed around. Damn it, even wine shouldn't be passed, in my opinion.
Lord Yun paid you very well to safeguard his men, and now you're being paid to safeguard his new agent. Surely you don't mean to go back on your word.
My word isn't worth a damn thing. That said, I'm still reeling from actually losing to anyone short of an army. Let me level with you. I don't lose fights, and I damn well didn't expect to lose one in this forest. Then you come along and beat me handily. Nah. So long as I'm fighting and drinking, preferably at the same time, I think I can let that part where you pay me slide. My only rules are, don't touch my axes, don't touch my wine, and don't get between me and my enemies. If you can live with that, we'll get along just fine. Well, you, me, and the kid, I hope she's well trained.
You smell funny.
Ha ha! You'll get used to it, kid. It kinda grows on you after a while.
Ew.
Be safe. The spirit's willing, I will reach Lord Yun's camp quickly. If you need more supplies or training, that is where I will be.
Let's go find something and make it stay a lot worse. You got it. But you can't actually use my axes. Just so we're clear, I'm the only one who touches the axes. This is a part of heaven? Ha! I pictured more fountains of endless wine.
Takawa ir apu ofir wowir wa fonul unka. Utaro we ir kukiti salir naur kurk wupan. Sair sunkat nukau pa ir uk. Wo ofno aknatinir sasi ir yawak orui.
Legendary strike. Longsword.
Wana apihu wana katisir si usta. Kop awuka inir. Wo afawapi ithaturo toro uk. Takawa ir apu ofir wowir wa fonul unka. Utaro we ir kukiti salir naur kurk wupan. Kop awuka inir wo afawapi ithaturo toro uk. Wuwu wir wakwakir fonir sisa ukopkipu kusu ugut. Wo ofno aknatinir sasi ir yawak orui.
You should ready yourself, mistress. I do not trust them. Mind your tongue, human.
Wair no sati bosi ni bak. Oh, Igrofilm ni was on the riveting.
A friend who leaps at those beasts at the inn. Do what you wish, mistress, but I will be watching.
Oya wir kaniru. Narawir kwanot no kawu kawir. O kanshiro que abawa façon zero. O abawa feir o so yeru unsunzi. Narawir o bifufu yeru si tu no kawu kawir sunzi o no nasur. O no wir yeru yeru sunur funir so yeru. Now will not buy a roof or see when you so good. While we're not where you go, please here soon more. Zausa, Sinoni, could not buy a wona wear. Now will not buy a roof or see when you so good. While we're not where you go, please here soon more. Gerson sihir sohir yuru ani o sohira o yawir. Nara weir o yifufu yeru sihir sifu no kawir son sihir o no nasuir. Kukiro ke yeru o kukisihir sukut. Nara weir o yifufu yeru sihir sifu no kawir son sihir o no nasuir. O na wir no power sufu no son kun no kau knapir. Viruk se hier kau au katia hier. Zausa sinoni kun no kwair kau na wir. O no wir yeru sunur funir so yeru.
Even here, so weak. The waters cannot bleed forever. Nothing is without end. Not even this world. Not when my power rests in the hands of mortals. Names are fleeting, given so your kind can point and say, that is mine. All words, names, history, dreams, they die on your lips. What remains after that is beyond you, or is meant to be. Not everything can be owned, not without price. You will pay a debt earned by another. I lack the strength to help you. You cannot avoid your fate. When someone steps beyond their station, others must fall to fill the gap. He challenges the order. He pushes above while you are where you should be, where you must be. If you fail in your destiny, your true enemy falls with you. And if he falls, so do we all. You must win. But in doing so, you will lose. It is a painful circle that must be allowed to close. You do not truly have a choice until you confront what comes after. You will be free to act, but there is a cost.
Kukiro ke yero kukisir sihir sukut. Ro awe fahit, fusto sihir angono usat niga pigno. Sausak awe yer suninir istuki, niki awe fuir. Narawayir wo yifu yeru sihir sifu no kau power sumfir wo no nasuir. Wo nawir no payeru fu wo sisi unisuku. Wawayir nakwayir ko pisir sumo. Koni ugni ka uno no kau soye. Akan kau kisisir koni ugni ka uno no kau. Kuni yu kwan yu miawe ye. O yawe kaniru narawe ye kanur no kau yawe. Sausa kuawa ye suminir yusuki ni yawe fuye. Tonawe ye awukalia ye ognin biye rahasno. Kersun sihir soyir yuru ani o soyera o yawir. Ukiro ke yer o kukisir sihir sukut. Ukira ni yirnin puno son sinu kau yawir. Tonawe yer awukalia yer. Ognin biye rahasno.
No, you have sided with the spirit. We had thought her dead, but her stink is on you. You fool. You do not know our true nature. You know nothing of the power we possess. Look upon us now and see your doom. Gaze upon our forms and bask in our glory. You should be honored to see the true strength of the cannibals.
Didn't see that coming. If they're as aggressive as they are ugly, then this will get bloody fast. The faster, the better.
This is what you have turned away from? And for what? A fox? Rend her flesh. Her screams should echo in the town below.
Legendary strike! Longsword! My piece is yours!
That was astonishing. I haven't seen such martial skills in an eatery since the last time I added ginger to my wife's hot and sour soup. Thank you for your great kindness in rescuing me. Now that these beasts are dead, I can finally talk to you. My name is Henpecked Ho, and before you ask, I'm not one of those monsters. They kept me prisoner so that I could seem normal to the customers. No sense dancing around it. You might as well have asked. My wife is unique. To say that she is as enduring as the wall itself is to do a disservice to her persistence. I could make similar comparisons between the force of her will and the Imperial Army, but I think you have the picture. You have no idea what you're suggesting. The last I saw of her, she was in the Imperial City. I was due back more than a week ago, and if she hasn't torn the place down looking for me, I'll be surprised. That's beside the point for now. I must thank you, as I clearly owe you my life. These cannibals were getting desperate enough to cook even someone as ropey as me. The last thing I needed was to be dragged into the caves below. I heard a lot about the caves from the cannibals. There's something down there they call the Mother, and I think whatever, is what made them what they are. I don't know for sure, only that there are many more of them. From the sounds of it, they've been capturing people and changing them. The ones they don't eat, that is. Is there anything else that I can help you with? You killed the cannibals up here, but there's more in the caves below. I don't know how they got in or out, or how they took prisoners down there. I do know that they were terrified of something called the Forest Shadow. I'm willing to bet that would be a good place to start. If you're planning to tackle these beasts, I want to help. In my own way, of course. I'm not much with my fists. Not anymore, anyway. But you'd be surprised what tricks an old bunmaster might know. Have you ever heard of drunken master style? I was a master. Top of my game and well known in Phoenix Gate, one of the great cities in the prosperous East. My skills earned me fame, fortune, and a wife. You weren't listening. Fame, fortune, and a wife. I discovered fairly early on that she had opinions, most of them regarding alcohol and my regular consumption of it. I can still teach you, though. She has never expressly forbidden that. I have a few bottles on me right now if you'd like to learn. Pay attention, I don't like repeating myself. Now, when I am with you, I can throw you bottles of wine. You must pick these up in order to use Drunken Master. The effect wears off quickly, but I will make sure you don't run out of wine, as long as you keep the enemies off of me. Now, watch my technique.
Drunken Master!
There, you got it. Your job isn't done, though. There are still more cannibals in the hill. The hill heaved a short while ago and dislodged a panel in the kitchen wall. These creatures seem to think it was a new way into the caves below. If you truly want to finish this, you must deal with the Mother. The cannibals talked about her often. She's down there somewhere, corrupting everyone who gets close. It must be safer than this place. Good luck. You'll need it, I'm afraid.
Change will take you. Soon you will be one of us.
So hungry.
What? Who are you? Lies! You are not cannibal or changing like these new ones. You are food.
Longsword!
They're not human! They're changing us! Yes! I don't know how, but They're capturing people, changing some and eating the rest. By the spirits, you have to help me. There's no way to stop! I don't want to turn! Kill me!
Thank you.
It's too late. You left more destruction and shattered lives behind you than my wife shopping for a new hat. I'm clearly going crazy, but I wanted to be here. This thing, Mother, whatever, it has to be destroyed. Well, there's no turning back now. Who knows how many more cannibals are down there? When you're ready, let's finish this mother off.
This should be fun. If there's enough of the little guys down there, this could be better than the time I stormed the Fortress of Seven Gates by myself.
I'll stop the little guys. The big one's yours.
You lack focus.
There's no end to them, just like my wife's cousin.
Keep your head down, bun man. I'm killing things here.
You'll kill us if we don't get out of here soon. Look there, that's our only chance. She would have to be. That hill collapsed like a bad cake.
Zausa sinoni kunno paieru awona weir. Nik yawe fuir, utsun kuno sui ulir su. Rara weir o ifu weir ufsi irsi tuno hau hauer sunsier wogu no nasuir.
Well, I suppose that's it. I'm gonna miss those little bastards. They tried so hard. They just kept coming, one after another, practically throwing themselves on my axes. You have to respect that kind of mindless dedication. Ah, well, let's go find something else to cleave. You should probably go down to his camp and check with Lord Young. He'll likely want to reward you. Let's go. I'm sure Ho can make his way back to Tien's Landing. Even if there's more cannibals about, he's too skinny to eat.
You have gone quite far enough. I am Inquisitor Lim, an elite of the Lotus Assassins. I am tired of seeing our carefully laid plans fall to your thuggish fists. The operations in the ruins and Gao's factory were my responsibility. Their destruction is my shame. You are a presumptuous fool. Your death stands before you, and yet you mule threats like a kitten. Pathetic. I am expected to deliver this worthless fragment of a spirit monk amulet to our fortress, but that won't counter my disgrace for what you did here. Perhaps if I offer your head, and track down that accursed Zhu who has been seen in the area, enough old scores will be settled to earn my life. Is that what he calls himself now? Hardly an honest representation of the blood he's spilled. It doesn't matter. No matter your allies, I cannot let you survive. Enough talk! I will delay your death no longer. May your fall sate the anger of Death's Hand, will of the Emperor.
Longsword! Focus! Focus! Legendary strike!
I wondered how long it would be before you made your way down here. I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but the air has changed considerably. The forest shadow herself appeared here in this camp while the earth shook. She explained what was happening on my lands. She explained what happened in the inn. Nasty business, that. Glad you had the skills to deal with that. Mother, was it? Here is the wind map you wanted. The copy is near perfect, and I assure you that the assassins will never know you have it.
Allow me to answer that, Lord. Well, it seems that you've solved the problem with the forest. That doesn't mean the ghosts will simply up and leave. If we're lucky, then you've stopped things from getting worse, and time will provide the cure.
Indeed, it is. You have my deepest gratitude. I had virtually given up hope, and you appeared like a gift from the heavens. Farewell. That map will carry you safely if you can find a flyer with the range. I wish you all the best of luck.
Looks like you've smashed all your enemies around here. We need to find someone else to fight. Let's go back to your camp at Tien's Landing. Use that flying machine to go to the Imperial City. They have plenty of wine and plenty of fighting.
That's it. You have everything you need. Just let me know when you want to go, and we'll set the marvelous dragonfly to flight. Good, good. My beautiful dragonfly will finally get a real test. Let's hope those modifications hold up.